Hey houseplant friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You already know what time it is, dude. Also, if I look a little crazy, your girl is breaking out in some hives again. I actually don't know the cause this time, so it's gonna be okay. Everything's all good. I just look a little bit, I look like a vampire or something. But yeah, we're gonna go see if they got the compactas. It's Tuesday, it's Lowe's Tuesday. So we're gonna go find out if it's our time, or if Boise just didn't get any and Nampa or if Pocatello and Twin Falls got all of them or something. I don't know. Nothing today. No new shipment. They said they get them Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll come back tomorrow. So we stopped at Zamzows because I was told they got a pretty big new shipment, but I only really see a couple things. So instead of doing like, oh, I feel like my face is so puffy. I feel like they only got a couple new things, so I figured I would just throw it into this video since they're technically a big box store anyways. So these are what everyone is really excited about right now, which are the Hoya Carnosa Compacta that they got. They're honestly a little too high up for me to get to. Like I genuinely don't think I could get to that. But the color on these isn't too good. They're $84.99, which is the lowest I've ever seen a basket like this sold at not a big box store. So you can see the color is very minimal. The only one that looks like it might have good color is this one, and it looks like it's only on the top. So I would love to see them and like take a peek. But people are really excited about this right now, which I also think is very exciting. Normally, locally, if you're gonna get these at a store, they're gonna be like $150 to $250, depending on where you're getting them from. So that is very cool for sure, even though the variegation is pretty low. But here's what I'm excited about, okay? I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this. Look at her. So these are $21.98 and they're a very good size. And I'm like, should I grab one? Little prop baby. Because this one looks so good. And I really like this one too. This is a good price for the size. Ooh, this one's really nice. See, that's the kind of color you want to be seeing on a compacta. Okay, look at this. Then look at those, right? Yeah, anyways, these are really cool. I'm thinking about maybe bringing one home. They do have the normal compacta. These are $20.99, so they're only $1 cheaper. Oh, lost something, a Birkin leaf. Stayed up too late I stayed up too late last night, you guys, and I'm so dizzy today. Like I feel like I'm looking at everything through a like drunk goggles. So pretty. The Mother's Day event is coming up soon, so I'm like, because I really like this one. So I might get this one, even though it's like smaller. Like this is definitely a larger plant here, but this one is just calling out to me for some reason. Another one that's really calling out to me is this guy. This species Affinity Burtonii is just like totally variegated, like just a bunch of full moons. I think that's really pretty. This one's also cool. I wonder if we're just gonna start seeing a bunch of really cool variegation patterns for this plant. Hoya Matilde here, all little macrophylla with a totally white leaf. Cute. Lots of new Hoya. The Matildes are $12.99. They're pretty big. Oh, that one's missing a little plug. Yeah, these are a really good size. Majestics are a plant we haven't really seen at big box stores yet, so this is so cool just to see here. And these are a really good price. Let me see. Yeah, they're $9.99 for these giant plants here. Which one do you come from? Yeah.
While you have them down, put the sticker on the plastic bag. Oh, okay. Yeah, they are.
So pretty for $9.
Yeah,
like, that's awesome. Then we got these little guys. So we got a bunch of string of hearts here. These are $18.99. Another plant I'm kind of surprised we just don't see at the big box store. Then we have, ooh, interesting. Is that the newest one? Oh my god, it is. Please don't be expensive. Please don't be expensive. $8.99. Do we do it? Okay, so this is Alocasia zebrina. Got a big, oh, it's on that leaf too. Okay, we're gonna get this one. That's so fun. Whoa. I feel like it's easier to find spore variegation on Alocasia than it is on anything else. I think they're just tissue cultured so much more than everything else, so it's like, ooh, this is cool. Okay, we got Alocasia Frydek. Oh, we got Alocasia Venom. That's super fun. Okay, let's put our friend down. Here's Venom. These are $109. I don't think I've ever seen these sold in person before. Like, I've never seen these sold in person. This one is a really good size. Interesting. Obviously that's an expensive price, but I don't know how that compares online. But maybe that's like a great price. I don't know. I am not an Alocasia girly. We got these Frydeks. These are $14.99. Pretty. And in the back we have Veitchii, $17.99. This is Anthurium Veitchii. And these are, of course, little babies. Yoink. We also have some little Alocasia black velvets here, and I am definitely wanting to get a variegated one of these, like the Albo. I think these are super pretty. What are you? Wentii, $8.99. How much are the black velvet? $8.99. Wow. It's a really good price. Like, that's a really, really, really good price. I remember when I saw one of these for the first time for under $200 or $100. I can't remember which one. And we bought it just because it was a good price. It was from a Dennis 70s, which if you like fun plant shopping vlogs, go back and watch my old Dennis 70s videos. It's a plant shop in Oregon. Super fun place. And then these are stingray. These are stingray alocasia, I'm almost positive. $8.99. Got some begonia, $8.99. Begonia Immaculata Silver Spot. Holy Begonia. Another plant I'm kind of surprised we don't see more at the big box stores is the Micans. This one is big. Super big. This is a velvet leaf philodendron. She is $28.99. It's a really good price for such a big basket. Like, that's huge. It looks really nice and healthy too. Okay, so here's what I'm considering, okay? I'm considering both of these because they're both going full, like, elbow-ish. And I think that could be fun to explore. They're $9 each. This is $9. And then these are $22 each, which would definitely be, like, more than I was considering spending. But here's my thought process. So what I'm really looking for when we're doing these big box store videos for those compactus is I'm looking for the Mauna Loa specifically. But I did recently lose my other Hoya carnosa compacta to like mealybugs, and then I had a depressive episode, and so I didn't get them potted back up after the treatment, and so it just kind of like withered away into nothing. And so I've been thinking to myself, like, I'll get a compact if I see one at Costa or the big box store. But these ones are really pretty. Like, these are so pretty and high color, and I love this one. Has 5 stems in it, actively growing. Look at that leaf. Oh my god, so pretty. And it's from Zamzows, so it's local. Look at that little leaf in there with that minty. Oh my god, are you kidding? So I'm thinking all 3 of these in one, and then that'll be my new pot. And then if I find one at Home Depot, I won't buy it. But if I do find a Mauna Loa, I am obviously going to be buying that. And this is obviously more expensive than if I was to do that. But look at how pretty they are. And it would suck if we found one at Home Depot and it was like the really low color ones. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. So glad we stopped here. They didn't get a huge shipment, but everything they got is really beautiful. I was also thinking about doing the Majestic, but I think this is definitely good enough. And check this out. So this is the third oldest leaf, okay? So we have a little bit of color right there, just that's it. Then this leaf, and this leaf doesn't have, I think, anything on it except for one tiny little speckle, but then it did this. And that's just really pretty, and I love the stem on this plant. And she's little, so I could easily just take care of her with the other alocasia. So yeah, this will be our little haul from the Zamzows, and we haven't even gone anywhere else yet. So yay, Zamzows. Something I keep forgetting to tell you guys is that Walmart actually has been getting some Hoya carnosa compacta. I haven't seen anyone find the variegated ones, but if they're getting their Costa compactas, I feel like there is a chance that we could find the variegated ones, or maybe even like a Mauna Loa. Also, Lowe's is getting variegated Albo Adansonii and Adansonii variegated tricolor, and there's other really cool plants like Florida Beauty, and they're all like 20 bucks. And it's called Habitat. The brand is called Habitat, and I'm pretty sure that's owned by Altman Plants, but I'm not totally sure. But those are some other cool things that we can try to find today. But I don't think we get the Habitat plant brand, honestly, that often at all, because I feel like maybe I've only been seeing that in Arizona, because I know I've seen it in Arizona. I just don't know if I've seen it in Idaho. Look what day it is. Also, they set up new benches. This is the Eagle and Franklin. Okay, this looks like trash. Let's take a look. See if they're still in their boxes. Ooh, they are still in. At least the bromeliads. And let's go. Okay, we love to see a good empty box, dude. All right, let's go find out what we got. These are probably orchids. Also, they have the heaters on today, which is really nice. Ooh, look at her. This is Epipremnum Jasenia, and this is, I think, the mintiest one I've ever seen. I have a teeny tiny cutting of mine because my plant got thripped, so I took a tiny cutting and treated that and saved it. But look at this. That's so pretty, and these are 1984. Well, dude, Walmart has been really slacking. So I'm really excited about this. Maybe we'll find some other pretty cool plants. We have a bunch of sad, cold damage Adansonii round large form. These are $20.96. Walmart does give you discounts on plants if they actually look sick enough, so you can actually ask the customer service desk. They'll usually offer you 10 to 30, but you can ask for more if it's especially damaged. These are all Burley Marks Flame. They're so beautiful. These look really good. These have a quite thick leaf, especially in comparison to normal Monstera deliciosa. So I think that helps keep them safer from the cold damage that the other plants can get. And those are also those are $24.84 actually, my bad. All right, we got all these Thai constellations here, and these are from the Just Add Ice brand, Potter's Bench or Growers Bench. Very pretty. These ties are really, honestly, almost just elbows. Yeah, Growers Bench. But those people are owned by the Just Add Ice or the other way around. These ferns are everywhere. Just wait till I show you guys the crazy amount of ferns that they have here. They're $14, $14.88 for those ferns. And we have a bunch of Syndapsis Silver Hero, or Platinum, I guess you could call it. And these are the $15.84 price, $15.97. Some Silver Streak here. That is the $20.84 price. Some ZZs for $16.96. Those are normal ZZs. Aglionema also for $16.96. Got this really big bronze guy. It's like a Ring of Fire, except it's bronze. And my fingers look so pink. I don't know why they look that pink. I'm just your pink plant girl, dude. The same color as the freaking pink princess. Okay, these Raven ZZs are $20.96. I feel like these just aren't hitting the same lately. I don't know what it is. Back in the day, I bought like a little stem of these for like $100. They were so hard to find. Then we have a bunch of the Growers Expert Golden Pothos. These are going to be the most affordable Golden Pothos I think that you'll ever find for the size and the amount that you get, unless maybe you went to like a local nursery, like a plant nursery. Sometimes plant nurseries have pothos for really expensive, and other times they have them for like really cheap. So yeah, these are $9.97. Then we got our orchids, little sad girls. And we got some cactus here at various stages of the life and death cycle. I'm probably not going to show too much of the cactus because these are the same cactus we've had for a while. They are cool though to see. Let me know if your Walmarts don't get these, because I'm pretty sure every Walmart gets those right now. Down here we have some more cactus. Oh, and a bunch of violas. This is so cute. Who hid you down here? Look at that leaf. Wow. There's a little Euphorbia horrida monstrous here. Very interesting. Then a lot of those moon cactus back there. This one's dead. Got a bunch of these 5 or these 8s. Alright, I put my hair up so you guys won't see it in the video. We got these little peperomia. Okay, these are the $8.96 price, and these ones are looking a little sad. These are a very shiny leaf though. Like if you shone a light on this, it would look really good. Little fern. My favorite, got a rabbit's foot fern here, dude. Probably one of my favorite ferns ever. Okay, sagos. Some little staghorns. That one's actually got a paddle on it. These are also $8.96. Little Salis basket here. This should be $15.48. I feel like these are generally $14.99 or $97. Other big box stores. Another Jasenia here. These are really nice ones. They're kind of crushing it though. Let's move it. Move it somewhere better. That's so pretty. We'll hang her off of these ones so she's not getting crushed. Got a bunch of $5.97, right? $5.77. 4-inch plants like this little Sansevieria. Little 2 types of waffle plants. See, that's literally me colored. Sorry, I get such a kick out of that. That's so weird. That is not what it looks like in real life. I don't know why the camera's like actively making everything look cold. That's so weird. Another waffle plant. Unvariegated philodendron hederaceum here. These are just like such a good price for a couple little plants. Golden pothos. Lots of crotons. Little purple passion plants. Then a bunch more cactus. Dude, it's been a while since we were actually able to enjoy a Walmart together. They have been eating it lately. Got some more hanging plants here. Some Fittonia. Is this Aurelia? It's Fittonia. This one doesn't have its tag. There's another Ripsalis there. There's a Syngonium basket being crushed back there. There is a Philodendron Brazil right here. This one is very yellow. It's looking lemon Picasso. Okay, these are all Boston ferns. They're all $14. There's nothing else over there, it's just Boston ferns. Wrapping around this way, we have seen some of these before at this location. Like, not all of these ones are new. So these painted ladies aren't new. And the ZZ Chameleon is not new. That's this plant. These are the $20 plants. No, this one is a 16. Yeah, this one is a $16.96. That's the painted lady. And that's a really good deal for a plant. And then the ones in these pots though. Oh gosh, where is your tag? These are the $20 ones. Yeah, $24.84 for the Jungle Boogie Ring of Fires. That's a pretty leaf. Bunch of golden pothos just hanging up there. Those baskets are $10.97, so just $1 more than those other really good deal ones I showed you earlier. Let me know if your Walmart doesn't look like this, looks like this, or looks better. Like if it's better or worse, basically, or just about the same. These are all brand new. You can tell because they're so happy. These are, I think, the $15. Yeah, $15.97. These pots right here. They're self-watering pots, but they're like a $15 pot. They're always, sometimes I'll get comments like, please tell us the prices. And I do, you guys, but I will say everything in this pot, and then I'll show you the pot every time. All of these pots that I will show you in this video are $15. $15.97, so they're $16. But I do always show the prices, I promise. And these Pink Princess, I don't think that these ones are new. I think I saw these here last time. But these Philly figs, like these new leaves look really good. Just like across the board, they look really nice. Got a bunch of peace lily right here. And then a bunch of palms. And then right here, we got our usual suspects. These are new though. These were definitely just unboxed. So these are the Epipremnum albo, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy an Epipremnum albo, but they're usually not very variegated. Like when I see them, like they're usually hardly variegated. Very nice leaf. I'm gonna put this one back over here so I don't accidentally crush something. And these Tycons are also really nice. I like that little green smattering right there. Yeah. It's definitely your time. Your time's now if you're a Tycon girly. Okay, and these, ooh, is that a half moon? Wow. Who's your plant? Is it this one? Let's be careful now, careful. Oh. These are 24? Yeah, 24.84. So they're no longer 30, which is cool because Costa Farms, Ty Constellations used to always be 30. Yeah, very cute. Very cute. Good genetics. Oh, and then these are the lemon pothos epipremnum that have the gills on the back of them, and I hate that. Like, something primal in me is like danger. That's danger. So, anyways, that is pretty much it. We got snake plants here. And then some slightly larger. Oh, this might be brand new, actually. Oh, I think it is. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. This is brand new. Yay! We haven't got one of these in a while. Do we have a unicorn cactus? These moon ones are really nice that they got in this time. They're super colorful. Well, that'll be fun to know to check our other Walmarts. Little booby cactus. I actually just gave mine to my friend Tasha because I was like, you know what? I am not loving my baby cactus. I like this little crested cactus. They have the names on the back like that. It's pretty. Okay, this one is wild. Look at her. Oh, and she's got babies coming off her. This is probably the prettiest one I've seen. Look at all those babies. Yeah, this is a super healthy one. Like, this one has enough green on it, it could totally photosynthesize, which is really cool. We got a lot of booby cactus this time around. They are all up in there. If you like to watch videos where like people get really excited about what they find, go watch my video from last year about finding the Costa Farms cactus again for the first time. That video is a good time. And we saw a different cactus than what you're seeing right now. These are all astrophytum. Any astrophytum that looks like this that you see is called a super kabuto. And there's different types of super kabutos, but you used to only be able to get these if you got them from Japan because they were all Japanese hybrids. And they were really expensive. Like, I'm talking expensive, like 2020 expensive. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, plants in 2020 were like 30 times the price of what they are now, so. Yeah. Cute. Look at this guy. Oh, he's just loose. That one's cute. All right. Oh, this one's cute too. These ones are really weird. Whoa. I just don't like that it looks like they're covered in tons of little tree spiders. All right. Are these orchids? Yeah, they're orchids. All right. Well, then that is everything at the Eagle Walmart right after a shipment. So, go team. Okay, gang, we're at one of the two really good Home Depots. Let's go inside. It's been a little over a week since I've been back to this location. Also, self-ad, I just posted a 2-hour and 35-minute long video of my entire houseplant collection tour. Go watch it. All right, when I was here last time, they had just got the mint monsteras. Like, literally just got them. And now there are hardly any left. This one's so pretty though. I wanted to stop at a different Home Depot right now, but it's so far out of the way for me getting back home that I just decided not to. So, since my last video, you guys have been telling me that your mints haven't reverted. And I saw my friend Inez's mint. Maybe I'll put a picture on the video right now. But hers is only getting more and more crazy. And hers was the one from Proven Winners. So this brand that I'm looking at right now. And hers has gotten huge. So, I think I've been debunked, you guys. I think my worries that they will revert are unfounded, but I guess they do. People say need a lot of light. This leaf is really nice. I like this little weird section right there. And then we got a bunch of these staghorn ferns. These are Costa Farms, $10.98. The basically exact same plant size and pot at Walmart that we just saw was $8.95, by the way. So there's definitely, Home Depot is more expensive than Walmart. Oh, I can't stop looking at these baby leaves. And the sky. That leaf looks really good. That's a new one. And then they have the dappled forest, which is Crassi petiolata. And these are cute, but I don't think they're $24 cute. They might be like $30 or 20, like $19.98, $19.94 cute. But and then they have the Hoya verticillata, and these are the $30 ones, right? Oh, that's the wrong pot. OMG. Oh my god. Someone pot swapped. Okay, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is the wrong pot. This is a Thai Constellation pot. Okay. This Hoya belongs. These were $30 when I was here last time. I was wanting to check because at some of the locations they've been $24. So someone took the $24 plant and put it in the $40 pot. Here, I'll show you exactly what they did. They did this, but pretend that says, 24 instead of 44. So that's what they did, and then they put that one in there. That is so sneaky. Damn, we caught someone. We caught someone after the fact. That is nuts. Or maybe it could have been on accident. It could have totally been on accident, but I feel like someone pot swapped. Okay, anyways, that's a pretty leaf too. All right, enough of the mints. Let's turn our attention this way. We got some plants down hither, and right here we have the Mother's Day stuff. I'm so excited. I love being a mom. I love my son. I love being a mom, and I love Mother's Day merch stuff. You know me, dude. Big fan. This leaf is so weird. Look at her. She's so weird. That's so goofy. Oh my god, they stuck that right through the leaf. That's so sad. R.I.P. Home Depot and Costa Farms wish you happy Mother's Day. Oh, and there's a picture spot. Put that back, not through the leaf. All right, let's walk this way. Okay, so over here we have the terrariums. We also have some really large Monstera Burley Marks Flame. And this one actually has 2 in it, which I haven't seen before. If this is a plant you're looking for, this is a super good deal right here because you got 2 stems right there, and they probably came from the same chunk. But let's see, here's a different one. You can obviously see the niceness difference there. Here's another single, double. 2 for the price of 1. Lucky day for someone. Same with this one. There's 1 in there. If I wanted this plant, I would absolutely buy that. These ones I think are more expensive though. Yeah, they're $44.98. So the exact same price of the mint monstera. You know, generally I'm pretty critical about plant prices, but I do feel like for the size that these are, this is a pretty good price, because at the Costa or at the Walmarts, they're like 24 and they're little, like they're not fenestrating yet. So for how big they are, especially if you can find 2 in 1 pot like this, I think that that's a really good deal. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. Put our ladies back. All right, we got these wall of ferns. Not sure what the deal is with plant stores lately and these ferns, but they're everywhere. Then, sorry. We got these giant Proven Winners moss poles, and these are also everywhere lately. These are awesome. They're made from biodegradable material as well, and they're stackable. I like Proven Winners a lot. I love living in a Proven Winners houseplant world. Pre-Proven Winners was so sad. Okay, on the side we have more Burley Marks Flame, a ton more actually. That is like a ridiculous amount of Burley Marks Flame. We'll check them for some variegation, but we do still have, like I predicted, the Labesia. They do have more than 1 plant in each pot. They're $30, so they're $29.98. They are very beautiful, but yeah, I won't linger on these too much because we did see these last week and they're very cool, but I don't really see these selling too quickly. So, but it does look like there are some missing, so some did sell. We've got a bunch of Philodendron biliaceae up here, and we get these very sporadically. These are $19.98. Got a new leaf back there, and then a couple endless cascades, aka Hoya, Crimson Queen right here, and these are $19. With these ones, you're pretty much paying for the pot. They sell Crimson Queen outside of this gigantic pot, so yeah, here's all those biliaceae. They are very pretty. Okay, we're gonna check these for variegation. Ooh, look at that new leaf right there. That looks really good. I wouldn't buy one of these, I think, for over $24, if that. Some of these are really mature. I'm not seeing any variegation though. That's a really good leaf though. All right, well, let's go and go march ourselves over to the other plant section. There is another Proven Winners plant spot over there. Okay, here is. She is very full. She's super full, actually. So there's all those ferns, money trees, bamboo. Look at those new fronds right there. So cute. We've got some strawberry begonias. All those baskets are $21.98. Staghorn ferns. There is some Hoya Chelsea, which is nice to see. If you watch my videos often, you'll know that we see these pretty often around here. They are a very beautiful Hoya though. But this would be very exciting for someone, I think not in my area. It's a very large basket. It's in an 8-inch. I would love to see these variegated. You know what I mean? Like a crimson princess or a crimson queen. Wow. All right. These are all the Vigoro plants here. They're all packaged by Costa Farms. You can actually see the Costa Farms C on there. So these are also Costa. It's kind of a pretty one. These are $1 more expensive than at Walmart. These are the same exact painted ladies from Walmart. These peace lilies are rather large though. These are $29.98. That's so pretty. I love it when they like mess up. Like this was gonna be the inflow, but then it changed its mind and it did a second inflow up here. Peace lilies aren't actual lilies, so they aren't poisonous to your, well, at least not as poisonous. I don't know if they're pet safe, but actual lilies are really, really toxic. So I do know that these are not as toxic as real lilies, at least. All right, I turned in a little 180 here, and we're looking at some bird of paradise. These are $20.98. And then we have some Monstera Standoliana. These are $19.98. I wish they would do these in a hanging basket. Gigantic Epipremnum pinnatum aurea. And I was watching Harley's video the other day. Her, if you don't know, she's a content creator and she does plants, but she also does like home renovation stuff. But I've been following her for her plant stuff for a long time. She's one of my friends as well. But she found a fenestrated one of these, not like this, not like it damaged, but she found one of these that had a bunch of fenestration. So I was like, that's so fun. I'll check mine to see if I can't find them. We got a bunch of Hoya Austral. Ooh, just kidding. This is a peperomia, right? Whoa, is it not? I love that leaf shape. Asheneanthus Pink Passion. I've never seen this one before. I've definitely never seen that before. Asheneanthus Pink Passion. Okay. Word, dude. It looks a little different than the Mona Lisa one. Down here we have global green pothos that have just completely reverted. We've got the Costa Farms Burley Marks Flame, like $20. I would rather, like, if I wanted one, I would rather pay more money and get that big one than these little tiny ones. Okay, we are kind of walking around the corner here. See a absolutely marvelous Siltepecana, Monstera Siltepecana. Like truly magnificent. She is super beautiful. I love this plant. This is probably just one of my favorite plants right now, period. I really, really wish we would see the Carnosa compacta goddess here though. Oh, she's so pretty. And then this gigantic Syngonium basket. So these are $19.98. I like that the pots actually look somewhat cute. See? And then all of these ones. Ooh, that one back there is so pretty. Okay. Oh, I love that. I really, really like this plant pot combo. Look at this plant. Oh my god, Monstera is so underrated. Like, sorry, Monstera Siltepecana specifically, so criminally underrated. I love this plant. Love, love, love. Could not get enough. Up here, we also have some philodendron Brazil. Super lemon Picasso-y, very yellow. Not really my vibe, to be honest. I'm more here for the carnival sports if we're gonna see a sport. These are, okay, they're Fernando's Fire. I don't see any fenestrations. All right, I'm about to turn in another 180, okay? Don't panic. Here's another 180. Okay, these are the rest of our proven winners plants here. And they're very picked through, which is really nice to see. Because I feel like generally this specific location, whenever I come here, it always looks like no one's bought anything. But not in a good way, like, oh, it's always full of new stuff. In like a kind of bad way, where it's like, all of these plants are gonna die and no one's gonna ever buy them. So we have the Trandescantia here. These are the Mother's Day plant collection. These are all $9.98, as well as these $9.98. This is Hoya species Affinity Burtonii. This is the plant I keep finding the weirdo versions of. So like in this video, that albo one, that's this plant, except it's just going totally albo. This is Hoya rosita. This is a rather long, nice one. Nice. Little normal Epipremnum pinnatum, or Epipremnum, whatever. I actually don't know what they're called when they're just green. And then these, okay, so I actually found something really similar to these jars because I was so confused about them because I was like, these are so beautiful. I actually love them. They're double-walled blown glass and they're unleaded. So it's unleaded glass, which if you didn't know, you can have lead in glass. And I found something very similar to these on Alibaba and AliExpress. I couldn't find it on Amazon. Which means that the jars are very, like, probably inexpensive to make, but it also means you're not going to easily find it on Amazon. Like, you can find the packs of these on Amazon, and you can just order a bunch of the jars for yourself. You don't have to spend, like, it would be less expensive to buy the pack of the jars from Amazon than to buy just even one of these. At least from as far as I can remember when I checked before. I could be wrong though, but these I cannot find. So if you like these and you don't want to order 200 of them from AliExpress, you should definitely get one. I think they're really beautiful little jars. The propagations we're seeing in them are these Marble Queen Epipremnum, some normal peace lilies, some Epipremnum aureum, got some philodendron. I don't know which one this is, probably Red Congo. And this is Epipremnum aureum, aka Golden Pothos, back there. And that's pretty much what I can see. Then we have these babies. These are Maranta leuconura Kershoviana virgata here, and these are very nice. Like this specific one, super highly variegated all the way around. That one's just dying. But these are 14, right? Okay, no, these are 20. I remember these being 14. But no, they're 20. $20. And then we got a little staghorn fern here. Also $20. I have so many of these hanging baskets at this point. I don't think they're very good. So I wouldn't buy these just because you like the basket, unless you're like a Giga fan or something. This is a really nice Monstera adansonii. This is generally not my favorite form of Monstera adansonii. I like the narrow form or the normal form. I don't like how kind of like lumpy and round, but this one, like this specific plant right here, is very healthy, which is honestly impressive to see. So very beautiful. $20. And then they got these, which are these like little hanging glass globes with plants in them. It looks like we only got 6 dock blocks left at this location. I have yet to see a single Home Depot location that got these that like has sold out of them. These are $94. And then we got all the little leaf joy plants like kind of tucked around in here. These guys, these are Matilde Splash. Very pretty. And these are $9.98. Ooh. See what I see? Super silver. Wow. So pretty. If I didn't have a beautiful one, I would totally buy that. Mine isn't that silver, but I'm not really looking to just buy a bunch more plants, which is like hilarious of me to say, to be honest. This one looks kind of neat. This is Hoya carnosa freckle. This one looks really good. I'm gonna actually put this one in the light because it's got a bunch of new leaves, couple new leaves coming in, and it's going to totally wither back there. There you go, little plants. You have a chance at survival. We got a Hoya fitchii down here. I love this plant. Sorry, I'm moving probably a little too quick. I like the leaves on these a lot. They turn bright red if you give them the light requirement. Then we got the Wilbergier. Lovely, lovely plant here. I love mine. This one is kind of bigger, but the ones that we got at the Federal Way location are just like bar none the absolute best. Put this guy back. Oh, that's so sad. That leaf is so damaged. Oh wow, so pretty. I love a silver plant. All right. Then we got our Phoetonias here. Peperomia. Syngonium confetti. Is it a milk confetti? No. Milk confetti, the little winged petioles will have pink dots on them. So these are a normal confetti, from what I can tell. Asparagus fern. And I think that's going to be it for this location, you guys. I feel like we went through more than we normally do. I actually realized I just totally skipped this entire side. So all of these little plant flats here. Just do a little walk over. None of these are catching my eye. We have the same begonias that we've had here for a while now. Yeah. Okay, let's actually move on now. Hey, it's a windy day, but a nice day here at the Federal Way Home Depot. Yeah, we're doing the socks and sandals. It's not quite warm enough for bare feet yet. I also really want to go to the Milwaukee Home Depot because, ooh, it actually looks like they got new plants. That looks like a new cart that hasn't been merged yet, but it also does look like it's Costa Farms. Okay, this is the same cart they used to keep over in the actual plant section. So they've just moved it here for some reason. Okay, let's go look at the exciting plants first. Look at these ferns. These are everywhere. Why are they everywhere? Okay, we do have misproven winners. Looks like they finally sold out of those pretty Hoya. What's around the other side? I don't know if we got actual new plants or if it's just those ferns. Yeah, we are looking barren. I don't know what it is, but this location goes so long between shipments. Man. Let's look at the other shelf just to make sure we're not crazy. Here's these though. And we did get the pretty Costa Farms baskets here. There's a ton of them. And then they even have them underneath. So many. Okay, but let's go look at these. Okay, I don't think they got anything new except for all those ferns. This is where I found that weird Hoya species affinity Burtonii sugar apple. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. I found it at this location, just that random little mutation. These are all $5.98. This one is super pretty. So these are obviously the normal species of Burtonii. And then earlier in this video is where I found those Albo ones, which I have already repotted them and like got them settled into my cabinet, but you'll see me do that at the end of this video. It's so pretty. Here's our Carnosa compacta freckles. These might be new. That's wide. That's like super round. These might be new flats. They look uninterrupted. Are they uninterrupted? I don't think they're new. Got a lot of peperomia, rabbit's foot fern here. Oh, he's really reaching. It looks like tarantula legs. Okay. And are the Callista phyla gone? It looks like it. There was 3 left here when I was here last time. Yeah, it looks, oh my god, more ferns. What is happening with the ferns? Big Fern, you guys, is out to get us right now, I guess. Holy crap. What is happening with the ferns? Okay, wait, pause. Why? Pause, everyone. Tell me this isn't real right now. I think we've officially entered the twilight zone. Tell me if you guys can spot what's wrong here. Tell me if you can see our doom. Do you see it? The freaking Costa Farms plants are now in the expensive ass pots, bro. This 4-inch plant, which would have been $5, is now $12.98. And it's that way for every single one of these. All the way into the back. Oh. This is it. We've officially entered the twilight zone. This is a beautiful Aglaonema, though. It's super pretty. Look at this. Are you joking? There's just no way, man. Okay, you're on my naughty list. Costa Farms, you're officially on the bad list. I don't like this. I don't like this. No one likes these pots. They're heavy as fuck. They make the plants super expensive. Do you think if you took them out, it's like proven winners? No, not even a tag on these. That's what Proven Winners needs to do. On the plants that Proven Winners has in their pots like this, which I'll show you in a second, there's a tag on the inside. So some people, I haven't done this, they will take out the inside plants. Okay, I think actually these are the slightly bigger 4.7 inches, which means that these would be $8.96. And we can fact check that right here. Cause I think that, is that the bigger one? Yeah, okay, 8.98. And that is definitely, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Okay, so instead of $8.98, you're paying $12.98. But it wasn't that long ago that those pots were these pots for $5.98. What's happening? Okay, let's look at the difference, all right? Actually, let's use a different fern here. This is a conspiracy, you guys. This is actually a conspiracy. No freaking way. Okay, we're gonna do a crazy person science experiment, okay? So we have a proven winners 4-inch rabbit's foot fern, Acosta Farms 3.8-inch rabbit's foot fern, and Acosta Farms 4.8-inch rabbit foot fern, okay? And don't worry, I'm gonna put these back exactly how I found them, and I'm not going to mess with them. I picked plants that were exceptionally dry so that this would be easier, okay? Okay, here's the 4-inch, and then there's the Costa Farms. I know you can't see very well, sorry. Okay, the Costa Farms. All right. Okay, here's the difference. This is what you're paying for, okay? So, tell me which one right now was proven winners. Which one? It was this one. This one is the proven winners. Okay, 4-inch, 3.8-inch pot. This might not seem like a huge deal, okay? And I'm probably making a big deal out of it, but they're also shipping these plants out smaller. Look at the difference here. Costa Farms rabbit foot fern, proven winners. That's a huge size difference. When before this was this, like they were identical, they were the same. You had really good brand competition, okay? This is the 4.8-inch. Okay, soil is larger. The plant is basically the exact same size. It's basically the exact same size. The only thing you're getting is more soil. Now let's look at the pots, okay? If this rim wasn't here, this would slide directly inside this pot. This pot doesn't fit inside this pot. This pot fits inside there. And do you see the difference on this? How much room there is? That should bother you at least a little bit. And if it doesn't, I wish I lived in your brain, to be honest with you. Here's a visual as well, so you can see the difference between the size of a real 4-inch and a 3.8-inch. And then the 4.8-inch. Zamzows is getting ready for Mother's Day over here. My dress is pretty. It's flowing. Okay. I don't know if this is going in a big box store video or its own video, but let's go look. So, I haven't been here since they got their new shipment. I came here right before actually, and some of my plant friends, Nathan and Cheyenne, said that they didn't get anything too crazy, but they did get some new things, like this Micans. This is new. It's pretty big. Micans. $12.99. Ooh, the sun came out. Just for you, girl. I love the Micans. Okay. I'm noticing some new begonias. These are new. 16. So red. I think I could have 500 of these and it would never be enough. Fun little panda. Is this a panda? Yeah, Syngonium podophyllum panda. $14.99. I love Zamzows.
Oh yeah, you got a new spot here, by the way. I sold the last of the seafood.
Oh, my goodness. Hello. They got little Syngonium albopodophyllum. I have been waiting for someone to start selling these in stores just because they're so cute to see. Look. Oh. I'm a big fan. Let's see here. Oh. That is such a fun find. You know, there are some Lowe's that are getting these in as well. Some of these are a little sad. Like this is just snapped right there. Fully white leaf right there. This guy is stuck over there. That's so fun. I don't know about the price. 23. I'm not sure. I don't really know where this plant is at in the market right now, but I do like this specific one. I think is really fun. He went like super variegated and then he corrected himself right there. Got a bunch of Alocasia Bambino. These are $14.99 and they look like they're going through something a little bit. Just a little bit. And then we got these down here. I'm having deja vu right now. El Choco Red. Yeah, that's crazy. Like this exact thing happened to me last year, I'm pretty sure. Like this exact moment. Wow, look at how crazy that looks. So pretty. Here is our Epipremnum, Syngonium, Philodendron spot. Plus some Doriaki crystallinums for $17.99.
Absolutely. What drives me nuts is like, you want to have both.
No, you really?
Pretty. That's a really good price for that. Okay. All right. We do have some Amedriums over here, I think. Yeah, Amedrium zippolinum. Kind of a fun plant. I don't do well with Amedriums myself. Okay, let's keep going in. Progress deeper. These are new Alocasia here. Dragon scale, $12.99. That is less expensive than Proven Winners. Tons of rattlesnake calathea, $13.99. Bunch of ferns. Four inches. Variegated bear paw here. $14.99. I feel like all of these plants are like $13, $14.99 or so. All right, behind me, we got some, Okay, so some Rhaphidophora tetrasperma here. $13.99. Got Monstera adansonii. It's $13.99 as well. You see what I'm saying? I feel like everything is like the same price. Little Thai constellations here. This one is $22. That is cheaper than a big box store. $22. That is cheaper than a real big box store. Oh, look at that little leaf right there. This is nice to see. Dude, these plant stores are gonna catch up and big box stores are not gonna be better. So beautiful, Begonia maculata whitei. So beautiful. Actually, the very first time I ever got a Begonia maculata whitei was from Zamzows. They were selling it as an outdoor begonia, and it was for $3.99. And that was in 2019. And I told the cash register guy that they were selling, because at the time, Begonia maculata whitei was like a $150 plant. From collectors and whatever. Is that irrigation? No, that's damage. Is that? What is that? That's damage for sure. Okay. Yeah, anyways, it was a really crazy find at the time. Also, these begonias are just, are you kidding? Look at that. Lava Red, Shadow King Lava Red. Shadow King is a very popular begonia. I have a Shadow King at home, like the original one. When I was here, whoa! Do you think that is supposed to be, like, do you think I'm gonna look at that and it's gonna be a variegated poly, or do you think I'm gonna look at that and it's gonna be a sport variegated poly? I'm nervous. I'm nervous. $20. Holy crap. Do you guys see that? Shut up right now. Ain't no way. Who is the newest one? This is the newest one? Oh my god, look at that guy. New guy doesn't look variegated. But all of these guys are. That's crazy. Whoa. Like, do I buy it just because? I gotta ask Maddie. While I'm discussing with Maddie if that is the newest, or what the deal is with the alocasia, let's look at everything else. There's still some more fun things here. This is a pretty good selection of rehab plants here. We have some alocasia fridex. If you want to learn something, the alocasia fridex is actually technically the term for the variegated one, and Michelitziana is the term for when it's green. But everyone calls them alocasia fridex, which is how now we have the people saying, "Oh, this is my variegated fridex" or whatever. And I do say that too, but anyways, now you know that. We've got a little string of nickels, and I think the Sansevieria is kind of fun. Sansevieria Cleopatra. This is 25% off. So are these. And then some blue oil ferns. I don't know that these ones would come back, but they're cute. And then some of these gabbies, which I don't think are real gabbies, but These are also 25% off. A little watermelon Skidia here. This is a plant I love, but I never pick it up when I get it because it's always like $14, and I feel like these should be a little bit less. Like $5 maybe. I don't know. I'll get it in a trade from someone someday. I need to make a wish list, you guys. I keep putting that off. These are really cool. First one I ever got of these was at a swap. These are Cilia viviacea variegata. And they have purple undersides on their leaves. And this one is $9. Cilia violacea. I kind of like the non-variegated one more. I have one of these at home, and I'm happy to see that mine has kept up with the growth for like the ones in the store. Mine is just about, like, you know, in terms of the leaves, just about as well taken care of. Cat. Then over here we have all the Hoya. I just love this Hoya, man. Every time I see it. I have a sigillatus. Mine's a little bit of a different variety, but these you can get at the big box store, these Hoyas. They're the ones that are always trellised around. Mirabilis, $46. I don't know why. I don't know what's special about that Hoya. Ooh, this one's big. Okay, those cactus are not doing good. I'm really excited for the Mother's Day thing. Okay, well, I think that's everything. Let's go back and see if that Alocasia poly is like forming size or not. Look at how beautiful the sun looks out these windows. All right, let's find out if she's forming. So it's this entire offshoot right here. So there's 2 plants in here, okay? These are the 2 plants. See the order. Okay, so this one was really variegated, and that did this one, and then this one did this one, and this one did this one. So Maddie said that the green on green can take a really long time to harden in. Man, that, because it's like, see how it's not dark yet? Like this leaf, okay, you can't see very well. This leaf, this new one, this is the same color as the variegation on this leaf. So the leaf is gonna darken, and then we would see the color. I think I'm gonna get it because I think the idea, so I don't love Oreo variegation right now, but the idea of being able to trade this with someone, or like maybe get a corm and like grow like a little one and then just sell the plant that I found for the price that I'm paying for it, which is gonna be 20. Every single leaf has crazy variegation on it. We're gonna get it. This wasn't something I was planning on buying today, but this is super wild. That is so high color. And every single leaf on it has high color all the way down to the original leaves. That's the first one down there. So this is what I'm saying, like this new leaf is the color of the variegation left over on the other leaves. So as it gets darker, the pattern would emerge. Let's do it, let's experiment. That could be fun. Zamzows is getting all my money in this video, which is, I suppose, better than Home Depot or Lowe's. All right, we're at the Milwaukee location. Look how blue our sky is. Summer is here in full force. Look at this, you guys. This is definitely the fullest it's ever been, and it does look like we got new plants inside, unless it's just more ferns. Ooh. Hello. Nice to meet you. Scared me for a second. I thought these were like string of nickels or something. She's got some silver on her. Okay. So we got the Chelseas here. This is so full. I have never seen it like this thick in here. That's what it feels like. It feels thick. Look, you can even see through the things. Okay. Anything new? I don't think any of these are new. These aren't new. Got the Sultapecanas and the Brazils. The Species Affinity Burtonii baskets. That's cool to see. These are pretty big. There was a bigger one. I'll show it to you in a second. And curly spider plant. That's cool. Ferns. Here's the big Burtonii. She's quite large. Very pretty. Let's walk over here. These are kind of pretty. Little pots. They feel they just feel different. And here's the big ones. Costa Farms, you are not fooling anyone. Diabolical. Okay, let's go look at proven winners. So far all of this looks exactly like everything we've already seen. So, if we don't see anything terribly new, we will go do something else. Okay, so they actually still have the Waymanii at the Milwaukee location, and they still have a Hoya calistophylla here. Starting to look sad though. Starting to see a couple issues. Those are $20. And here are the Weymannii. It looks like actually all, because there's one there. So maybe one has sold? No, they're all here. Yeah, not a single one has sold because they only got 6. We got 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, that can't be true. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. It's so sad. It's such a beautiful plant. It's just that these ones are not as full. They're not nearly as full as the ones that sold at the other location. Like, look how little she is. She is cute, but like, she's also very small. Keep these leaves all safe here. These are all $20. So are these marmalades here. The dragon scale alocasia, also 20. Then we got all the prop jars up here. The old ones and the new ones. We got the weird hanging jars for 30. Giant Burley Marks Flame. These are huge. There's one in here, but this is big. Yeah, these are large. Very fenestrated. Very pretty. Cool. And those are 45. What a time. That's so funny. I don't think there's any of these left. I haven't seen any, at least. Yeah, these are $44.98. And then up here in the little Mother's Day baskets, oh, little pot. Species Affinity Burtonii. So I'm kind of going over this quickly because we saw all of this at the first Home Depot we went to already. They even have the Lobesia here. However, they don't have a lot. So this one definitely did sell their Lobesia, unless they didn't, like they died or something and then they just got recycled. Yeah, I don't see any Monstera mints. Nothing down there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Rabbit's foot. Fitchy eyes, living it up in here. These should really be out in the greenhouse. Like, this whole setup should be in the greenhouse. These would probably be doing so good and would sell so much faster if they just put them. Okay, so this is the Hoya at that Zamzows that I'm like, oh, every time I see this, it's redder and it looks so pretty. This is that same one, but this is for 30. And the one there was for 25, and it was prettier and healthier. So once again, big box stores, not always the cheapest anymore, which is rad, actually. Okay, let's walk past these because they got a little stand over here. Okay, we got the waffle plants. So these are those new pots that they've got now in the Proven Winners cups, and they're upcharging for them, which is just ridiculous. This is cute. Like, this little arrangement, if it was all like this is very clearly oh my god, 6 plants in here. So this one I would say is worth it. This one maybe. It looks very similar The Aurelia I don't think is worth it. And I don't think the ferns are worth it either. These aren't big enough in comparison to the other plants for me to be like, yeah, that's a good deal. They also still have the Crassy petiolata, aka they call it Hoya dappled forest, and then the verticillata. This is what we saw in those $20 baskets, but once again, these are $24, so $4 more expensive because this was an older rollout, and these didn't really sell, which is, I feel like, I'm pretty sure why they dropped the price. They're still all over the place. Oh gosh, it's still being murdered. Someone help her. This is a pretty Hoya, the Crassy petiolata. Did you know there's like a billion types of these? Like, there are so many different varieties of Crassy petiolata. And then we got some Vigoro plants over here, aka Costa Farms. Medallion, Calathea. I do like the Aglaonema. That's like the problem, is they're so pretty. You want 19 for them? I think that's pretty fair. This one's big. I like this one. We got Pink Princess here. These are $16.98. It's a pretty leaf. This one's nice. This one is super pretty. I'm at my grocery store right now, and Kai is riding under the carriage. And I wanted to show you guys, they have a couple pretty cool plants here right now. So, hi buddy! Hello! Hi! They have a couple pretty cool plants right now, like this guy. I don't know if it's Mellow or Maharani. Hey, don't do that! So these are $15. And I don't know if they're Mellow or Maharani, but they're huge. They also have these. These are $24, which I think it's too expensive. The pots are certainly fun though. But these are Alocasia stingray.
Okay. Well,
These are Alocasia stingray. And I've never seen these sold at a grocery store before. So that is pretty cool. And then we have a bunch of these little echeveria here. These are $5.99. I don't know what these are, if they're echeveria or not, but these ones are. And then giant spider plants here. Peperomias, these are also $24, which is way too expensive. His form keeps changing. He's so big, you guys. Where did the baby go? He's so big. Look at these big begonias. Oh my gosh. These are so pretty. These are $14. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh my goodness. These are so pretty. Begonias are so underrated. Look at those new leaves. I don't know. Can you guys tell I like begonias? Oh, good crash. Nice. Ready? We have these big Trandescantia baskets right here. And these like never have tags on them. This one might. Okay, these are $30. Tiny little spider plants. These are $6.99. We got these Trandescantia Nanook Bubblegum Princess, also for $6.99. Hi, look at this. Look at that. What colors? What colors?
Red.
Red? What do you see? Pink?
I see
What do you see? Oh, your truck. All right, I got him put aside and I got our groceries. I know, look at that. There's a tree. I just wanted to show you a couple of the other plants here. So they have these giant outdoor begonia baskets here. And these are $17. And then they have little herb gardens, bulbs. You need me to get your car? What do you need?
I need one.
You need what?
Go with.
They also have these alocasia here. And these are also $24. They have like a pink stem kind of. These Boston ferns. And they hang up and stuff. And a little fiddly fig. But the plants here are really expensive. I really wouldn't recommend like buying them from a Safeway, Albertsons, Kroger. But it's a good option if you have no other options. Okay, you little cuties. So none of the Lowe's, I have gone to Lowe's every single day this week. I haven't been putting it in the video because it's just a waste of time. But I have just stopped at this one, okay? This is the Lowe's on Overland and something. I don't know, it's in Meridian basically. And we're gonna see, because I was over here picking up a begonia, which is in my bag. Hello. Miss Begonia Maldonado. And I was like, maybe we should just check, turn this way. Maybe we should just check the Lowe's, because maybe this one got a shipment. None of the other ones got a shipment, but like, I don't know, maybe this one did. And it would suck to come all the way over here because I'm gonna edit this video tonight, even though it's only Friday, so it's like really early. I used to go and I would film these videos out like late, like Saturday and Sunday, to make sure I didn't forget anything, but fingers crossed. We'll see if we got anything. I just feel like at this point it's depressing. It's like, how did everyone get these baskets but us, bro? Like, actually, how did that happen? No one has posted locally about finding them, which doesn't mean that we didn't get them, you know, but... Oh, man. I thought, like, for sure. I thought there's literally no way we don't get them. But there was no new shipment this week at all. Like... Except for Altman plants, which they didn't even open, so we can't even look. And it's not like the plants that they have are bad either. Like, they have the teddy bear trained Scantia, really cool, like Farina blue ferns, cute little bird planters with succulents in them, little astralaces, ruby cascade. Like, these are all very cool plants. It's just, man, look at how empty it is. I feel like a nut going to all these locations. Like, even their discount plants are totally barren. They did get some new plants from the Urban Jungle brand, which is a really nice brand, like very ethically aligned. I love them. Yeah, lots of little guys. These ones are cool too. I don't even remember what the Santherium is, man. Like, off the top of my head. I used to know. My brain wants to say cobra. But I don't know if that's true. Hey, girl. What the heck is up with these variegated... Like, all of these marks down here aren't, but that is variegation. What's up with these variegated gloriosum? Like, do you see this? But there's nothing else. It's just that this leaf has like a little bit. Those speckles are variegation, but this other stuff isn't. Just those speckles. This one has a little bit. Big chunk here. That silvery bit right here is the variegation. Like, this is so intriguing. I would totally pick it up, but the next leaf has 0 signs. All right, we got nothing, dude. Not a nothing, zilch. So right now I'm at the Zamzows on Overland, on Eagle Overland. Look at this begonia. Shadow King Cherry Mint. Girl. Do you have a tag? No, of course not. These are usually $4 or $5 when they're in this. Look at this thing. Anyways, I stopped here after the Lowe's, LOL. So I'll still use that same outro I filmed at the Lowe's, but popping this in here because I stopped because I was like, oh, I wonder if maybe they got new stuff, because normally this Lowe's, LOL, this Zamzows just like doesn't get a ton of stuff, but they're positively stocked. Like, look at this. See this? It's all over. And I don't have a lot of time because they close soon. So I just thought I would walk around with you, and if something catches our eye, who knows? But yeah, they have like a ton. I feel like this is the most plants I've seen at Zamzows in a while. Holy moly. They have the variegated compactas here. Okay, I just gave it my best effort. I am physically incapable of raising that plant. But this one's really nice. It's super big. Super colorful. Very large plant. For $84, that's a good deal for that one. See what I'm saying? Anyway. Okay, enough compactas. Someone left me a comment on my video today, and they were like, have you explained why you're hoarding Hoya carnosa compacta? I'm like, I don't know. Can't a girl just love a plant? Can't a girl just love a plant? I think these are so cool. These are Hoya multiflora variegata. These are awesome. These are $60. I almost bought one of these not too long ago. But boatload of plants. I don't see any small compactus though. Begonia Chio. Oh, very pretty. Ooh, Jacqueline. 18. Then our $16 maculatus. Our Fridex here. $16. Those are big. This is also huge. This is one plant. This entire thing is $16, which is $4 less expensive than you would be spending at Home Depot for 1/6 of this size. That's actually crazy. This is the most beautiful one I've ever seen. I gotta take a picture for my friends. Oh my goodness. Those look really good. Haven't seen a Paradiso Verde in a while. $10.99. Oh, look at this Amphioxus. $12.99. Or sorry, LOL, that's hilarious. Beeping it if you do. I'm sorry. Oh, this is neat. We got Monstera White Monster, $53. That might be the new lowest price. Look at this one. I've never seen this for this inexpensive. Here's a mint for $85. Here is, wow, 85 mint. Monstera Deliciosa mint. That's super weird. And then 85 mint. That is actually super beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. The white monster. Are you actually a white monster? Yeah. What does that new leaf look like? It's pretty good. But I'm not loving the Monstera right now, just in general. Got the little Sabrinas. That's where it all began in this video. The Venoms. Okay, so I found Venoms for $75 at the Greenscapes Boutique, which is a local plant shop here. So I think this is a little bit high, because she sells things for pretty expensive there. And yeah, so if hers are more expensive or less expensive than here, then this is probably expensive. But these are really cool. They're way bigger though. Hers are teeny tiny, like smaller than that. So these are quite large in comparison, like they're Corming size. And this is cool. Oh, Dora Boutique. It is so full in here. These little guys. Yeah, I don't see any variegated Hoya carnosa compacta anywhere, except for those big baskets. Okay, what are you? Because you're kind of cool. Monstera adansonii. Okay, so this is a normal form, it looks like. That is so beautiful. Look at that leaf. How much are these? 24? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back here. I don't think, unless I just get this one. Oh my god, stop. The El Chocos are actually in really good shape at this location. 15. Philodendron varicosum El Choco red. 26 for the silver ladies. I got mine for $7 from Rebel Roots. Okay, you guys, on the way out, they had a bunch of like they were like $3.99 Hoyas. I cannot wait to show you what I found. Once again, wearing my shirt. I wanted to show you guys what they look like after I got them all cleaned up. So here's the variegated alocasia, and she's in mini leca. I haven't watered it yet. Then the double variegated weird Betonia elbow thing, and this is in mostly stratum. It was all the stratum I had left, and then mini leca on the top. And I put the stratum in this one because this one had the mealybugs on it. These didn't, but I did clean everything anyway. I sprayed everything with Captain Jack's, and then I sprayed it with my like homeopathic this stuff. So this and then their Say No to Bug spray are basically the exact same spray, with one minor difference, but like all of the things that repel bugs naturally are also in this spray. So I sprayed them with this and Captain Jack's, and I also manually went through and removed every mealybug I could find, but this one I'll keep in a cloche on its own until we can, you know, make sure that there aren't any mealybugs. But what a fun little Bertonii. And then here are the plants. So I did rearrange them. I took them all the way out of their pots completely. I got all of the soil off, and then after getting all the plants totally isolated, I went through and I put them into little bunches that I thought would make them look the cutest. This was the hardest one to get leca in, which is why it's not all the way to the top like these ones, you know. But I think every single one of these bunches looks adorable. This is my favorite leaf, I think. But also I love this stem. Oh my god, stop. Love this plant. I love this plant so much. But yeah, so these aren't the original pots. I rearranged everything to make it look, I think, more aesthetically pleasing and more even. So these will grow in, and then eventually I will move them into be like a big pot. But yeah. I didn't repot on camera because my son is on X Games mode right now, and yeah, but I'm really excited about this. So pretty. The Albo Bertonii is so fun. I love that, and this is just like gorgeous. Are you kidding? That's just like actually the most beautiful thing ever. Like 10 out of 10. Oh, stop. And then I gotta vacuum up all the stratum. I did do the pest treatment outside. Do not fret, I'm not spraying that stuff inside. Yeah, are you kidding? This is a 10 out of 10. Total win. Yay. So here's what happened with my Aurea alocasia poly. I potted her up in stratum by herself, and she's in isolation. And then here's what happened with all of her corms. There was an absolutely absurd amount of corms in here, and I did start filming a video about this. That one in the middle I know was connected to the variegated Aurea one. So I'll have a video coming out about this in a little bit. Then here is my haul from the final Zamzows, the one that I was walking out with the bag. I got 2 Hoya Australis Lisa, and I got 2 Hoya Macrophyllopodda Gold, and I added my own Lisa into the mix. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Me and my begonia t-shirt or sweatshirt and my begonia Maldonado with all of the begonias behind me on this rack over there. We thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Please check out my other content. I do make other content than big box store stuff. I do like plant tours and top 10 lists, like local plant tours. I do tours of my own stuff. We do watering, we do care days, we do everything. So anyways, check out my stuff. And if you're a YouTube channel member, thank you for watching. If you're a Patreon member, thank you for watching. If you left a comment, thank you. If you're a watcher and not a, like if you're a lurker, but you're not like a commenter or a liker, thanks for just lurking. Your views are what pay me. Like, subscribers, none of that stuff pays me, just your views, so. Unless you're a member, but anyways. Okay, me and this begonia are gonna say goodbye. Bye!